In question 13 we have a table-based question, and we're told that we have information in this table relating to gas exchange in active muscle when blood first enters the muscle tissue. Okay, so what we're going to be considering is blood first entering muscle tissue, so this will be fresh blood coming into a actively respiring muscle tissue. So we'll be given this table here. So instead of going through the individual rows, what we'll do is take each column by column, and see the available options for each of our rows, and then we'll see which of our rows that our answer corresponds to. We'll start with the concentration of carbon dioxide in the plasma, and this is related to the blood first entering the muscle tissue. So this will be fresh blood entering the muscle tissue as compared to the actively respiring muscle. So the concentration of carbon dioxide, which is produced in aerobic respiration as a byproduct of the energy generated from oxygen and glucose, the concentration of carbon dioxide in the plasma of the blood first entering the muscle tissue will be low, especially relative to the actively respiring muscle tissue. Moving on to the oxygen concentration in red blood cells, obviously this will be high since you'll want to be supplying it to the respiring muscle tissue. The process of gas exchange is it diffusion or osmosis? Well, osmosis relates to water movement as a result of a differential water potential gradient, whereas diffusion relates to the simple movement of particles, or rather the net movement. So we can say that this is our choice, since we're talking about the exchange of oxygen, glucose and carbon dioxide largely. Moving on to the oxygen concentration in muscle cells. Well, is this going to be high or low? Well, it's going to be low, since it will be depleting its oxygen concentration in aerobically respiring, and will need new oxygen concentration in the red blood cells coming in, which will be high. And finally, we're asked about the concentration of carbon dioxide in the muscle cells. Well, much like the concentration of carbon dioxide being low in the plasma, it will be high in the case of the muscle cells, since carbon dioxide is produced in aerobic respiration. So we can have a look at which of our rows corresponds to low, high, diffusion, low and high, and we can see that our answer is E.